It's official! Since Mom is our family, she will also come along on our honeymoon.
Why? I've already invited some of my family to Hawaii, so I'll bring them there now, okay?
You called way too damn late, Helen.
Trouble busters!
Mom! Mom!
My name is Helen, and I'm 31 years old and just got married. I'm totally fine that we decided to have our honeymoon in Hawaii, but my husband, Florence, said something outrageous and I'm at a loss right now.
It's official! Since Mom is our family, she will also come along on our honeymoon. Where do you want to go, Mom?
I don't care, dear, as long as I'm with you.
Me too, Mom.
If I may, it isn't just a regular trip this time. It's our honeymoon. Oh, we talk so much today. I'm so thirsty.
Sorry, Mom. She's a little excruciating, I know. It's so insane to think about what it would be like without you there.
Even after I made them some tea, the two were so in love with the concept of Hawaii that it was easy to believe that they were going on their honeymoon, leaving me behind. Hey, why would you take Mrs. Smith to Hawaii? I've never heard of a mother-in-law coming with on a honeymoon.
Oh, shut the hell up. I just drank some warm milk and was hoping to get a good night's sleep.
For the most part, I've put up with it for your sake, but this is our honeymoon.
Enough! No more out of you. I've never seen Mom go this hysterical.
She probably didn't go on her honeymoon with her mother-in-law.
Are you by any chance against this idea?
Not by any chance, Florence. I am completely against it.
She's my family, Helen. What's the big deal of bringing her along?
Hell no, Florence.
Why are you so stubborn about this?
Maybe because it's a honeymoon and not just your regular Orthodox trip. I suggest we plan another family trip with Mrs. Smith and...
Mom's never been to Hawaii, see? That's why I want to let her go too.
Do something completely separate for that, Florence. Like a birthday or some anniversary or something.
If you want to show filial piety to your parents, you gotta do it right away.
But time, place, and circumstance are...
You're such a cold woman, Helen. Not impressed.
I'm not cold, Florence. This just isn't normal.
I don't care what other people say is normal.
No, I'm one of those people, understand? It's just tough for me to go on a honeymoon with my mother-in-law.
We're not talking about you being normal, and it's only natural for anyone to show filial piety to their mother. A wife only devotes herself to her mother-in-law, right?
I never decided to marry you because of that nonsense.
Should we get a divorce then?
What?
I got married because I thought it would be a good idea to give it a shot, but I guess marriage isn't as exciting as I thought.
What? Wait a second, that's so unfair.
But I'm serious. Ever since I started living with you, it's become harder to see Mom.
No, she visits pretty often, Florence.
We meet often, and not every day, yeah. I guess it's true then.
What's true?
To atone for your stealing time between me and Mom, it's decided that she's invited on our honeymoon to Hawaii.
And I'm telling you, I don't want that. I can't believe this. Why did you even get married?
Because I wanted to try it once.
That's all.
Well, I didn't really dislike you either, so...
Are you serious?
Mom's cooking is better than yours, and Mom is better at all the housework. The more I think about it, the more I realize that your existence isn't too important, see? Well, as long as you don't make a fuss, I won't divorce you. In any case, you have to try harder. If you're gonna try harder to make me forget about Mom, yeah, that ain't happening. That's why I think she should come with us to Hawaii to figure out how you are gonna get along with her.
Wow, this is so hurtful. I'll think about it.
Think about it. Think about it. By doing so, a path shall open.
This is not a subtle case of mama's boyism. I'm absolutely certain whole conferences of psychology could be held with how addicted that prick is to his mommy. After thinking about it, I decided to take a gamble.
Mom, who knew Hawaii was this close, Mom?
For real? As expected, my honeymoon in Hawaii was a honeymoon, but not a honeymoon. It was a family trip for my husband and his mother. The composition was a plate of Florence and Mrs. Smith with H's on the side, and I was completely treated as a cameo. He and his mother were together in a room, and I was alone in mine, which was shocking. It really seemed like this trip to Hawaii was really for him and his mother, and this was an awesome trip, son.
Yeah.
Are you happy because Mommy was at your side, darling?
Not a problem at all, Mom. Seems like Helen really wants to get along with you, so...
Oh, is that so? Aw, you mustn't be so rigid, darling. I think our relationship is doing very well. That's why, right? Originally, you were supposed to be at Florence's side, not I, but the reality is the opposite, right? Well, yes, ma'am. Florence, your priorities within this family have already been straightened out, I suppose, and I must say it's very accurate.
Really? I don't really know, though.
Well, just be a somewhat suitable husband for Helen, okay?
Sure.
I understand Helen's feelings, and now I think I can make what I envisioned come true.
What are you talking about?
Something for after the trip. I'm thinking of moving in with you and Helen.
What?
In cooking and in housework. Helen's a bit, disappointing, right?
Yeah. Helen doesn't beat you in anything. That's why it's painful for me. So stressful.
Now, wait a minute. That's a little... I protested, begging them not to chastise me any further, but they wouldn't listen, and in the end...
If you don't like it, divorce. Choosing between you and Mom? This is so frickin' easy. Too crystal clear and too obvious. I will always choose Mom.
I am so sorry. He went... Yeah, this will make you a nuisance. Living with my mother-in-law and right after I get married? Stupidest thing I've ever heard. I don't know if she just doesn't want to lose to me as a fellow woman, but this attitude of provoking me, and that scumbag of a husband of mine who doesn't care about me in the slightest, and always puts his love for Mommy ahead and never protects me. Unforgivable. Troublebusters initiate. You cowards. The two of you trying to push me into a corner like this? Well, I've also called my family over so I can talk to them about this stupid situation.
What?
Family?
What are you being so selfish for?
Oh, Richard.
You called way too damn late, Helen.
Ooh, what? Ooh, who is this eccentric person?
Now, maggot! Ah, look at me when I'm speaking to you. Yes, sir. What are you so scared about, eh? We've met before, huh? At your wedding, huh? No, I haven't. I haven't seen you. I see. At that time I was careful so as not to scare everyone off, and I've been monitoring you ever since you guys arrived in Hawaii. Florence Smith, buddy. Yes, sir? Why do you neglect Helen, huh? Perish the thought, sir. I haven't. We were moving around together. I wouldn't call that good group behavior, bucko. I'm sorry. Why would you frickin' bring Mommy on a honeymoon in the first place? Answer me! Yes, sir. I thought it would be fun. Did you check with Helen about that, huh? Huh? Yes, I asked her to confirm, and she said yes, sir. Was Helen satisfied? She was.
Oh, Richard, that's a lie.
I thought so. Hey, Helen!
I was pressured to get divorced and had no choice but to blurt out yes.
So you used the frickin' no-no word as soon as you got frickin' married? You treat marriage like a damn joke. I don't, sir. No, you do, you bastard.
You told me, didn't you? I got married because I thought it would be a good idea to give it a shot, but I guess marriage isn't as exciting as I thought. That's how I feel. Ever since I started living with you, it's become harder to see Mom.
So you put my darling sis and your frickin' Mommy on the scales and measured their worth, huh?
Yeah, and it was a failure across the board on my part.
Aha! Please, calm down, sir. Please, calm down. And then what? That somehow leads to talk of your mother living with you and her, huh? Oh, I see. I suppose you heard that, too. Oh, I heard all too much, buddy. That was a joke, sir, right? Right, Mom?
Yes, just kidding, of course.
And who was hinting at divorce just now? That's... Was that a joke too, huh? If it was, goddamn, you really got me. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I will cave in your skull, buddy. Choose now. Will you change your mind and return to your wife as a lovely husband? Or will you abandon her and live with your mother, whom you love so much? Of course, I will do my best to regain trust from Helen. Are you sure? Yes, sir.
Hey, Florence!
Shut up!
You said you wanted to stay by me always. That's why
And it always bothered me. You just had to dawdle along with us to Hawaii, huh? Does your clinginess know no bounds?
How could you? How could you, Florence?
That should be frickin' obvious to anyone who thought about it properly. Sorry for the wait, Helen. The obstacle's gone now. You are beyond saving, buddy. Oh, I did my best and eliminated the parasite, sir. Is this okay with you?
No, the way you did the deed, that was diabolical. So your true nature, after being pushed into a corner, is this heartless hunk of hatred? Sorry, but I can't trust...
Well now, Helen, I think all's well now.
Richard?
I don't think it's a bad idea to give him just a little bit more of a chance. He takes action right away, and that's good. His methods are heartless, sure, but still. Boss, train me to be a man among men, if you please. Don't get fricking cocky, boy. Remember that you are only under observation for now. Don't forget that. Yes, sir. I'm sorry. So, Helen, I'm going to disappear now. Will you be fine on your own?
What? Disappear?
I have to stay here for a few years, forgotten and forsaken, see?
What the hell did you do?
Oh, you know.
My ass! How many times has this happened now? Put yourself in my shoes. Is a sister worried about her brother?
Sorry. Well, in any case, if you have anything to tell me, I'm only a text away. Now, Florence, I entrust Helen to you, huh? Yes, sir. Leave her to me, sir. I've been reborn. I will definitely make Helen the happiest woman in the world. Helen, we still have 2 days for our honeymoon. Such a long time, just the two of us. I'll make it up to you.
Sure. You goddamn coward! Bringing in a legitimate G member into the discussion?
Thanks to you, my trip to Hawaii with Mom was ruined.
That's right, you better let me frickin' go to Hawaii again as an apology on your part.
Since it's your fault, you will cover the costs of everything, of course.
Why is this happening? More to the point, why the hell are you here, Mrs. Smith?
That's because your beefy gorilla of a brother is gone, damn it.
If there weren't any thugs, you are not a frickin' threat at all anyway. I'll report back to my brother, you know.
Go on. He can't frickin' get out of Hawaii after doing something stupid, right?
Gorillas are scary, but if they're inside a cage, they look so pathetic. Same principle.
I'll make you regret the day you abused power to oppose me, Helen.
Truth is that I was needlessly hurt by Florence, you know.
I'm sorry, Mommy, but those were not my true feelings, you know.
I know, because you're so kind, darling. Nope, this guy is beyond saving, for real. No poor choice of words. It was no good after all.
Well, now I'm leaving right away with Mom, so could you leave right frickin' now?
All of a sudden, eh?
Isn't it natural? You hurt Mom.
No, you hurt Mom, Florence.
Huh?
The reason was self-preservation. You wanted to please my brother by disposing of the obstacle, right?
You made it so, bitch.
That's right. You attacked Florence and pushed him into a corner. It's unreasonable for you to blame him. Unreasonable that you're saying it's unreasonable, though. Driving Florence into yearning for marriage, you goddamn succubus! Yes, I understand. I frickin' get it. Well then, how about we yeet living separately out the window and just frickin' divorce?
Don't ask me every single obvious thing, damn you!
Yes, no yelling. If that's what you want, I'll be ready to go right away.
You can't do anything without your brother.
Frustrated? Call Richie Poo right now and have him help you, okay? Yes, I will.
Huh?
So, Richard, could you help me move, please?
Huh? Richard?
Huh? Hawaii. He's in Hawaii, right?
Hello? Whew, who knew a couch would feel so frickin' hot? What are you doing here, sir? Huh? 'Cause I frickin' turned the cushions over and played hide and seek, bucko. Hide and seek? Richard from Brotherhood Industries at your service. Claim your compensation for the couch from me, all right?
Claiming compensation is out of the question. I'm too scared for what's gonna happen next.
Helen, what's going on here?
What's going on, you ask? Well, just look.
Just look?
Yep, my brother and I set up a trap.
And we caught you red-handed. A trap?
Caught us.
I tested whether or not you were frickin' serious about your promise, Florence.
Your disposal of Mrs. Smith back in Hawaii was diabolical, but this is even worse. If only you would change your attitude towards me. If you could just be a husband who is kind to me. Well, I had the intention of persuading him to let his mother see us again and make amends in due time. Did you really? Florence is the person I chose to marry, and you're the mother of the man I chose, so I was thinking that we could settle down and have a good relationship that would stick together, as long as it wasn't too much.
And just like that, the kindness to Helen was instantaneously gone after returning from Hawaii.
Yes, after all, Florence didn't show the slightest bit of remorse, and it seemed like he was just scared of my brother. I've recorded the conversation perfectly, and I'm thinking of claiming compensation on grounds of psychological and verbal abuse. I hope you're prepared for what's coming.
So, why are you still here, sir? Because you lied about not being able to leave Hawaii? Hell yeah, it was. It was a lie to see how you would frickin' act thereafter.
Lying? How despicable.
Hey, as soon as I was gone, you two dimwits betrayed my trust and threatened to banish and divorce Helen. Who are you to tell me I'm despicable? Got any complaints? Shall we go to my office? I'll listen real close to your excuses, huh? No, thank you, sir.
The compensation for your abuse will be $10,000.
$40,000.
$40,000?
It takes about as much for a grown human being to live decently for a year. Helen, you can spend a year with this money relaxing and doing what you want to do.
No, but this is definitely outside the legal limits.
Don't worry, Helen. Outside the law is also the law.
Normal citizens would call that illegal, though.
Even in terms of common sense, the amount of compensation one can request has no upper limit. I admit I'm not the brightest bulb in the factory, but if my precious little sister was hurt, 10,000 measly dollars. If the request is unreasonable, I would like anyone to explain exactly why it's unreasonable.
Oh, that's right. I can't do it. The rampaging brother can't be stopped.
Hey, Florence, you can at least show me your inner man at the very end, right? Yes, sir. I will, sir. I will pay Helen $40,000, sir.
But that kind of money can't be paid so quickly.
I have a guy named Aiden who's a money lender, and he's a really nice guy, so if you keep your head down and please him, he'll loan you the money, no problem.
But a G-member recommending an institution? We're doomed.
Want to try convincing me instead? No, sir. We'll get a loan. We'll pay her the money, please. Let us do this.
Florence, are you sure?
While there is life, there is hope, Mom. I, Florence Nathaniel Smith, have hurt your sister, Helen Anna Thompson, so much, and I deeply regret it. Please, allow me the privilege to pay her $40,000. Hell yeah!
Florence completely surrendered to the overwhelming aura of malice and certain doom from my brother, Richard Bjorn Thompson, and I subsequently divorced him. Florence then borrowed $40,000 and then transferred it all to me in my account. After that, Florence's life descended into diabolical disarray and destruction, and he went into emergency poverty mode. He moved from an apartment with a rent of $1,200 to a piece of shit room with a rent of $250. Above all else, the system of A&A finances is truly crooked, for despite paying them back so much money, the debt just wouldn't decrease. Because Daddy now fights every day with his darling mummy, who he loved so much, saying that this happened because of you, and whatnot. More fighting leads to a better relationship. Best of luck! On the other hand, I don't have any major problems anymore, but I do have one small minor problem.
I think it's time to start thinking about being with me, darling.
A mere 2 months after my divorce, Mr. Anderson? I don't know you very well either, sir.
And I'm saying I'll show you more of myself, see?
But this is all happening so fast.
Do you hate me?
No, that's not it, but... As you can see, Mr. Aiden Anderson keeps coming up to me and confesses with feelings to me like this. This guy is insane, but maybe he's a great guy to be with. I'm more insane. Richard says he's a good guy, but it is my brother after all. Duh! Trouble Busters,